girl don't be went back into the reaction video because by the title, I'm reacting to Young Thug, the hip hop biggest hypocrite. Now I don't know where all these leaks came from and why they now coming out. Like this man been out for almost, I want to say almost a year. Why is these leaks now coming out? And who the hell's leaking these stuff? We don't get right into this. I haven't heard anything. I think the only one that I heard was him talking something about the Migos. Talking about, I don't know what he said something about the Migos, but he said something about the Migos. So we're gonna write to this.
Right now, Young Thug is getting accused of snitching. Yeah, they saying Young Thug out of all people out here telling, which is wild because for years and years, even when he was in prison, he was dogging Gunna for snitching. Gunna took that Alfred plea. Thug was like, oh, he telling and he ran with it. But right now, the whole internet kind of going against Young Thug because some interrogation footage dropped the Thug, chatting it up with 12, telling him, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Promises, make promises. Anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
And so this footage came out. Now the internet...
What do you mean don't tell the world? That's the thing where I be saying, like, it's a simple... It's a simple sentence, simple words that come out your mouth when police are arresting you. I want a lawyer. Call my lawyer. Lawyer. Attorney. I don't want to talk. Because I made promises. I'll tell you anything, but don't tell the world. Do you know this stuff is recording?
Man, everybody really got something to say about Thug right now. And people were waiting for Thug to come out and respond. And as y'all gonna see in this video, the way he treating this situation is not it.
He responded?
This probably the worst look for Thug because honestly, since he got out of prison, he ain't been on the best run. Every time Thug pop out in the news, it's never for, oh, you know, he dropped some hard music or he did this. It's always because he embarrassing himself or he disses somebody who ain't had no reason to be dissed. But let's go back a few months. Thug first got out. He finally free. After years, people was thinking, you know, Thug was about to come out. He was going to be in that mode. I'm talking about straight dropping good music.
Oh,
or at least an EP song. Sir,
Thug got free
and kind of put his career on the back burner and took the antics full force. Thug got out almost a full year ago, and the only thing we done got from him is a single and a couple features, but we still ain't got no project, we still ain't got no real album release date, none of that. A couple months ago, he was teasing this You Watch Scuddy project. He teased
I was even saying, like, the fact that he out, like, he should be living in the studio. How does Gunna got more albums out than you? Gunna just dropped I think Gunna dropped like 3 albums since he's been out. Thug, come on. You gotta give us something.
It's like, it's coming soon, it's coming soon.
Give us a song.
It never came. So to this day, still no At the Prison Young Thug project. Then, you know, we compare it to his #1 enemy right now, the nigga arch nemesis Gunna. Gunna on the run of the century. Gunna came out of prison, he dropped the album, he dropped the smash hit. Gunna changed the whole perception around his name because the music he was putting out was that good. But we can't say the same for Young Thug. Gunna done followed up good album after good album for years since he done got out of prison. Thug ain't even been out a full year yet, and all we seen is controversy, no music. People really not liking the music that he done put out.
Twitter.
It's not looking too hot for Young Thug.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it.
Why are you tweeting? Like, we shouldn't be seeing you tweet. Like, no, sir, I don't know. I don't want to see you tweet. I don't want to see music.
A complete AI creation.
Should be concerts. What?
But like I said,
he should have concerts. I heard he could tour. He should
Thug
be
gets
going
out
to
instead
tour.
of focusing on good music in his career. He would really get to pushing it with the internet every chance he got. And I mean, even after he got free, he was still throwing shots at Gunna, calling him a rat. Basically every chance he got. XXL wrote this back in November last year. This was a month after Thug got free. On Saturday, November 9th, Thug went to X, formerly known as Twitter, to let off a tweet that may come as a surprise to some rap fans who thought everything was cool between Thug and Gunna. As part of Thug's plea deal to get out of jail on probation last week, Brian still asked the judge to allow the two rappers to work together, which was granted. A tweet would get sent out that said, Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I don't know you. Then he would delete the comment, but before Young Thug could delete it, this would fans would say. Fans started to respond what he had to say. There was a mixed reaction based on what happened in court last week and those who still believe Gunna is a snitch for taking his own plea deal in the YSL RICO. So some people was like, Gunna a rat. Some people was like, Young Thug.
I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, I thought Thug told Gunna to take the plea because it doesn't make sense. Not two hot artists locked up. So it makes sense for one of them to take a plea. So I honestly thought Thug told Gunna, like, all right, you take that plea. You know what I'm saying? Tell them whatever. But it do sound like, it sounds weird because, you know, when Gunna took that plea, it's like, yeah, he said YSL's a gang and they do gang activities and stuff like that. It do make it like 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Thug told him to. I feel like Thug told him to take a plea. I don't know why.
You still.
I feel like he did.
So remember, Thug got out of jail, but he was on probation. He was on real strict probation. They was telling him to really watch what he say. But low key, I think Twitter and social media as a whole is gonna be Young Thug's downfall. And what I mean by that is you're gonna see him diss these people. You're gonna see him diss Gunna. And even when he was dissing Gunna, people felt the way about that. People was like, maybe this is not the smartest decision after you just came out got put in strict probation, knowing you gotta watch what you say. So for you to keep dissing this man, it don't seem like a good idea. Then to make it all worse, back when Young Scooter died, rest in peace, they was trying to take Thug freedom away because Scooter passed, right? And instead of Young Thug, not saying anything or just getting online and be like, rest in peace, he started talking about the DA. He started talking about the people that was actually working this case. And when 12 seen that, they was trying to get his probation took. Variety wrote this. Young Thug has been accused of violating the terms of his probation as Georgia prosecutors are seeking to revoke it over his social media activity. Prosecutors filed a motion to revoke his probation on Wednesday, claiming that Thug violated it with posts on social media. The filing states that he tweeted an image of an investigator with the Atlanta Police Department who was involved in his trial, accompanied by the caption, "The biggest liar in the DA office." In doing so, prosecutors assert that he demonstrated a blatant disregard for the law, the safety of witnesses, and the integrity of judicial proceedings. So Thug got out. He on his probation. Like I said, I keep saying it, but this nigga knew he had to watch what he say. Yet he would get on Twitter time and time again saying this about this person or saying that about the next person. But for him to talk about the Atlanta Police Department, an investigator with the Atlanta Police Department, was a crazy decision. And they was really trying to take his freedom away over this. So when I get to what's going on today and yesterday, you're going to be like, damn. Why is Young Thug even still tweeting? This is the worst decision he could be making. But them tweets ain't just in with Atlanta Police Department. The internet was not messing with Young Thug over some of these tweets he was sending out. So a couple months ago, what was this, June or maybe the end of May, Kid Cudi had some problems with Diddy come up. Well, there was old problems. If y'all don't know, years ago, early 2010s, Kid Cudi was dating Cassie, the one that's involved with Diddy. So they messing around. Diddy found out. Diddy was like, man, I'm not with that. So he would get mad. He went and dead ass blew up Kid Cudi's car. Now this was all them years ago. Kid Cudi's probably thinking, man, this ain't even ever gonna come up again until Diddy went on trial again. Diddy in trial. Y'all know the whole situation going on. And they was calling up witnesses. And one person that needed to be called to that stand was that boy Kid Cudi. So he goes to the stand, he say what he needed to do, and he get up out of there. That was that until Young Thug would get on Twitter embarrassing himself once again. Cudi went to court, Thug get on Twitter talking about, damn, Cudi a rat. Which, I don't understand why he trying to put these street principles on the Kid Cudi.
That's so
when y'all know Kid Cudi
don't
really present himself like that. Kid Cudi not no street nigga. Kid
him.
Cudi has never portrayed himself to
this is Kid Cudi. This is day and night. Like, what? What are you talking about? He's a rat.
A lot of these street rules to apply to him. So,
he's not a rapper for real.
He got hella backlash. He was a big part of the internet really looking at Thug like you are a grown man still tweeting stuff like this. You just beat a Rico and you still tweeting stuff like this. So really over this past year, Thug done been pushing against the snitching agenda. I mean, he been publicly hating rats for years, every chance he got. Like I said, he would basically be on that all rats must die time. And that was cool and all up to these past few days. Now, Thug right now is really looking like the biggest hypocrite in hip-hop. 10-year-old. Footage randomly popped up online of Thug speaking to 12, and it wasn't an old F y'all, I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing. It was a lot of chatter.
This motherfucker from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This was in Atlanta, and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. They done shot it to us. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck it is. They said Russell was there.
Oh, I forgot about that. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot that allegedly Young Thug got Lil Wayne tour bus shot up. Oh, I be forgetting, cause like even when it came to like the whole 6ix9ine and Chief Keef situation, I stopped listening to 6ix9ine because of that situation. I don't care if you're around or not. If your music is fire, your music is fire. But I don't listen to 6ix9ine because he trying to get my favorite rapper killed. That's a no. I don't give a damn. That's a no. Hell nah. That's you not even from his hood to be beefing with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really trying to get my favorite rapper killed. Thug really trying to get my other favorite rapper killed. What the?
I ain't finna.
Got me looking at him sideways now. I forgot about that.
I don't wanna like block out y'all case by saying Roscoe ain't do that. And knowing Roscoe, man, scrub.
Why are you saying names? What the? This is what I'm talking about. It's so simple. I want a lawyer. Get my attorney. Why are you saying names?
I'm like.
And when it's touched online, the whole internet, the whole world was on his ass. And I mean, he kind of asked for it, especially with the way he done carried himself since he done got free. What did he tweet a couple months ago? He got on Twitter talking about, if you're a rat, you might as well make some gospel music. And people been trolling that man. Go on Twitter right now. All you gonna see is Young Thug gospel memes. They got that nigga in the church. They got him on the church glass. Like, Thug is getting trolled right now. So much so that Hip Hop DS will write this. Young Thug is facing tons of backlash on social media. Been recirculating alleged leaked audio of a 2-hour interrogation in which he appears to name drop Pee Wee Roscoe. According to Thugger Daily Twitter account, the audio originally surfaced 2 years ago, and that account also pointed out that DJ Academics reshared the video at the time. Fans been having a field day with the drama. Many of them brought up the ongoing beef with Gunna. Young Thug ratted and he went so hard on Gunna despite him not doing anything against him. Another person said, so he ain't mad at Gunna no more. He can't be after this. So Thug came out and he name dropped Pee Wee Roscoe. So Roscoe did 10 years behind Lil Wayne tour bus getting shot up back all them years ago. And that footage of Young Thug, talking to the interrogators, kind of got people feeling like Young Thug was the reason that this man got 10 years because he name dropped him, said he did this, said he did that. And, people was thinking he was about to get online mad, talking crazy.
Wait, the guy actually got 10 years? Wait, he really... He snitched. You can't tell me he didn't snitch. Yeah, the detectives, they probably already know who this person is, but you giving them more like a confirmation. But you telling me he got 10, like he locked up right now and doing 10 years. He's locked up right now and doing 10 years behind that.
But he would get online and defend Thug. He was like, man, Thug and the rat, Thug solid. This when the internet got questioned. They was like, is this nigga brainwashed? Did Thug pay in the bag? Is YSL throwing that bag over to him for him to be on this side?
Politics, man. Jeff clean his Listerine, man. Clean his Irish soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in the interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we sell the Wayne Carter weed. What the f is wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here. Lineup selective. That's him. He did that. He didn't do that. He did what a taxpaying citizen do. A real kept it solid, kept it overly real. You feel what I'm saying? Really try to pull me out the hole. So shit, I don't know.
What the f did you just say? Did he just say this is telling and this is telling? So this is not telling?
You feel what I'm saying now?
I don't know nothing about the street, so I get it.
When it comes to the PR now, y'all don't remember when I was locked up now. Let me just show you how.
I would just rather a real person say, I want a lawyer, I want an attorney. What did you, why am I talking to you for? I can understand if you were a real civilian and you've seen some crazy, I understand that. But if you're somebody who's like a thug and you don't go with the snitching stuff, as soon as they come to your house and say, you're being arrested, I want my lawyer.
PR. And the internet selective politics. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real. When I was locked up and Jeff was locked up, we went viral when they was like, that's the type of friend you want. He like, man, Roscoe ain't told y'all the damn thing. And we're gonna go and put it on the table. Yeah, man. He said my name, you already told him. Yo, Roscoe wouldn't do nothing like that. Yo, Roscoe sell him weed. Roscoe yada yada nah, man. Come on, man. He ain't never put me on the scene or no crime or attachment to no crime. If anything, he helped me. That could have cost him.
Say your name.
So come on, man, y'all got to be crazy. That, you feel what I'm saying? Nah, nigga. A rat is that shit like, now, like, you see what's going on. You can't buy me. You can't pay me. Come on, man. I'm just like this Infinity. Third eye open, man. You feel what I'm saying? Well connected, overly respected. My mama couldn't do that behind. You feel what I'm saying? You know how good it felt, nigga? They say I told, I stole, I rolled. You feel what I'm saying? They said everything about Pete. You know what I'm saying? I turned them over to a G. Come on, man. No, selective politics, what y'all doing? Why 6ix9ine ain't no good? Y'all hanging with Gunna, Boston Richie, all these red in the game, you feel what I'm saying? They don't roll and toe ain't got.
Wait a minute now. Because they be on 6ix9ine ass. You see what 6ix9ine is? I ain't gonna lie, for a moment they wasn't gonna ask, but Gunna, I don't know what Gunna got, but he got some bangers. So where the point is like people just like, they try to sweep it under the rug, but it's like we still heard what you said, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Boss Man Richie, didn't he just get out of jail? First of all, I don't know none of these artists, but I heard he likes younger people and he's a snitch. That combination don't even go together. And who else he said?
I understand with on demand. Yeah, that ain't come on,
you
bro.
said them 3 people, and people still be on their ass.
Looking at the internet every day. Y'all let a nigga on the stand and say he tricked. I ain't nothing tricky about that, man. Come on, man. I love you, Jeffrey. You kept it overly real.
I don't care who's saying, to be honest.
I like to look in the eye, 'cause you know about law. You my only co-defendant, man. Come on, man.
It's just that don't be a hypocrite. I don't care if you snitch, but don't say, I don't like snitches, but you snitched before.
Here with no tip, man. Maybe you was strong without a bruise. Now I see the
I
world.
honestly don't think anybody cares if you snitch.
The third respond back to all this footage saying this. They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. Rat where? Wasn't just Young Thug responding to this though. YSL Mondo, co-founder of YSL, would get online, not defending that nigga but calling him a rat, saying that people was brainwashed, saying that Thug is Snake.
I just beat him, a Rico. Come home, still talking about a rat. Bro, that's God. That ain't never God. Biting you back in your ass, bro. Cause you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence and a Rico and came home and minded your business and been home. But instead you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Then look, came back and brought your bitch in the ass. But that ain't the key. Brainwash people. He still got more to be talking about, and y'all heard what y'all own either. You got one talking about the AI and did that and third, and he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12, let's out and say these words. If y'all talking about a nigga like Gunna Rat from saying yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a nigga a rat by saying it said Roscoe shot the bus up, and then Roscoe did 10 years behind, and you just got on the internet tomorrow didn't rat on you? Boy, your ass so brainwashed, it's sickening. Y'all need daddy figures, and y'all sitting back waiting on something good waiting on something to happen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around. Maybe a nigga put me on. Maybe a nigga I can get rich. I'm not studying the internet, but I'm just letting y'all know how brainwashed and weird the world and the internet is. Y'all, Roscoe, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than a rat itself. You did 10 years, twin, behind shit. Roscoe, you did 10 years behind me, bro. And you just come on the internet and say a nigga didn't tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And so after Thug got all of this backlash, he
my
get on
name?
Twitter trying to defend
that's like
himself.
giving hints though. Like let's say, you know what I'm saying, you want to talk to the police. You mention somebody's name. They're gonna write that down and figure out everything about this person. Where they been at, where they live at. Like, you can't just throw a name out there. Like, you just can't. Even if you're like trying to throw them off, make up a fake name or something.
But it ain't go well with the internet. Every time he would say something, the fans would just comment. The internet would just comment. He went on Twitter and say this. This motion got filed because the detective lied and said I made a statement in the back of a police car. Stupid, that would never happen. Then he would post the paperwork along with the tweet. The paperwork would say this. Based on information and belief, the prosecution and some of its witnesses, included but not limited to Detective Quinn, may wrongly stated that Jeffrey Williams was in the back of the police car at some point and gave information on the murder case. Same is untrue. However, same also places Young Thug character in issue by being in the lot police car and having information on a murder case. So Thug would tweet this out. But this is where other people in the industry will, step in. Rollo, another Atlanta rapper, will apply to Young Thug saying this. Well, bitch, I lied to the feds for real, and you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off. I wasn't right. So now you're going to have to go through what me and Gunna went through. And we waiting on that gospel album too, twin. And Thug will respond back to this in probably the worst way he could. He basically said, I snitched and I'm sorry. Thug would say, see, the difference between me and you is one of your friends said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that somebody actually did something that they was arrested for. I made an honest mistake saying that we sold Lil Wayne weed to try to prove a point to detectives that we wasn't beefing with him. See the difference? And let's not forget, you told Fonny you would take the stand on me and Lucci in our case to get out of jail. But what?
Hey, tell me you didn't retweet this.
Thug really embarrassed himself.
Tell me all this is fake. I made an honest mistake saying we sold Wayne. Bro, you could sell somebody weed and still try to kill them. What are you talking about? You try to throw them off? I mean, everybody could see on social media y'all was, you know what I'm saying? But you try to throw them off just because you sold somebody some weed, you can still kill them. Like, Lil Wayne and Birdman was close as hell, father and daddy. and he still took money from me. That don't mean nothing.
What do you
That
mean?
don't mean nothing.
You made an honest mistake.
Exactly.
saying
What
that
you mean you made
sold
honest
your
mistakes?
lane.
So you
Stop
snitched.
being The
Don't ask you that.
response fucking hell right now. Every tweet is saying, oh, so Young Thug admitting he ratted. Niggas saying Young Thug a rat. They making rat memes. You know the pit with Young Thug reaching over Lil Durk. Then they turned that nigga to a rat. They cooking him right now. So, in other words, Thug did all this dissing gun and dissing rats just to basically admit he told, and then it was a quote-unquote honest mistake. And it was everybody weighing in on this situation.
Man, I ain't gonna cap with y'all, man. Listen, I'm having a absolute blast. Now, here's the thing. I'm a civilian. And I think rappers don't realize that most civilians don't care about snitching. We really don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I listen to King Von, I listen to killers. I don't want to kill people. I don't care about killers. I don't even like killers.
That's
I
what
like
I'm saying. A lot of people don't care about certain artists that snitch, especially if you have hot ass songs. Like, if you thought I was gonna stop listening to Gunna, you have watched your regular ass mind. Because I honestly feel like Thug told Gunna to do it, just so it makes no sense for both big artists to be locked up. I don't know why. That's how I just feel. But yeah, people still listen to Boss Man Richie. Snakes not don't really rap no more, but people still listen to him. People still listen to what's that one?
criminals, but I listen to
I
the
don't know
music.
my name, but people still listen to them.
I'm
So,
watching the street right now. They're going through hell. Yo, everybody, they're having crisis management teams trying to figure out. Yo, they're fighting for their lives right now, man. Yo, who's a snitch? Who's not a snitch? It's a snitch off. This is great. Yo, I love when streets have to prove themselves to us. Because we watching like, we really don't care, but sure, crash out, go ahead. We'll just keep watching.
Hey, listen, I'm finna slaughter Young Thug. I got the Antoine Daniels tonight. I got Big Bang Saturday. I got Say Cheese TV tomorrow. I'm finna go on a run with this real. Thanks for that, Andy Thug. Thanks for that, Andy. I'm finna go on a run. Say, I'm coming down court behind the back. I'm finna go on a run, man. Ooh. Say, listen, I prophesied this. Right now, Say TCV is looking at all this old videos. I told y'all Young Thug was gonna tell it. I told y'all.
I'm always willing to bet with any rapper. If they keep Young Thug ass locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. They keep him 6 more months.
I saw a tweet that says, I know Tory Lanez wish he would have snitched. And he, at this point, Tory Lanez, go ahead, snitch.
Up in them conditions like that down.
Go ahead, tell the
He'll tell
who
you
gets
out of
again.
jail too.
We just want you home, boy.
I have destroyed the hip hop community. I have single-handedly, me and Lil Woody, when I Woody did, I started first. I have single-handedly destroyed the hip hop community. You can't deny that. You
I
have
don't know
the
where
right
he came
to
from.
remain silent. The street niggas I used to watch before, they say, I don't want to talk to no motherfucker. What the fuck you talking to me for? Take me back. You gonna bring it into first thing they tell you before you sit down in us, you do know you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court.
That's the thing. Like, our parents done told us this from a young age. If police come and get you, say I want a lawyer, I want to call my parents. Say that. That's the only thing you need to be saying. Don't say nothing else. Don't. I don't care if that's your best friend. Shut the hell
You have a
up.
right to attorney.
I don't
You
care
have
if
a
your
right
best
to
friend
have
is
an
a police.
attorney.
Shut the hell up.
We don't talk to police. Man, we're winning. I'm finna call Scarface. Scarface got a whole song talking about we don't talk to police. I thought, man, what is he doing? Talking a 2-hour interrogation, and you mad at Ye got it. You mad at Gunna. Gunna don't have no interrogation tape, and everybody mad at Gunna. This is what I tell y'all. Hip hop is fake.
He cooked with that.
They pick and choose.
He cooked with that.
Come on over here, Young Thug. Turn in your jersey, Young Thug, and come on over here and sit down with the tattletale niggas. You didn't take the stand, but you told. You tattletale. Come over. Gonna tell. Everybody gonna tell. Everybody's gonna tell at some point when they get in trouble with the law. You can't beat the list out. You cannot beat the list out. No, I know I can't beat the list out. I know. I learned a little bit more. You cannot be more. The only problem in life is what watch up on world.
But the situation's still going on, and it's getting more updates like every hour. And I don't know what it is about Young Thug, but he really has been this controversy machine since he done got out of prison. And it's not like, oh, he a controversy machine, but he feeding the streets. Thug ain't feeding the streets. He's only been feeding niggas controversy. He's only been giving people more reasons to not like him as a person. Young Thug is a legend. That nigga done had classics on classics. But with the way he's showing himself and the way he's showing his character, people is really looking at Thug interested. They like, nigga, you was too old to still be acting the way you acting. You a grown ass man and you bringing up rats every sentence. You bringing up gunning every chance you get. So people is like, what are we talking about? But then Twitter is just making it all worse. And what I'm saying is because, like I said before, Thug is sitting here on this strict ass 15-year probation where they probably watching every single thing he's doing, everything he's saying, every move he making. 12 is watching because you know they waiting on this nigga to slip up one time so they can shit him back. So for him to get on Twitter and defend himself from snitching allegations, basically admitting that, oh, I lied to the police and I didn't say this and I did that.
I ain't gonna lie, for all that, he should have just popped out with a song. I'm not going on Twitter. I'm popping out with a song.
And they not watching him? Like they not waiting for him to slip up just one time so they can send him back.
I remember when that's the thing about social media. It really shows you the true colors of artists, and it just show you some of them not creative. Cause like all of this, I'd have put it in the song and dropped that song happened. But my streams would have been crazy because everybody want to see what you gonna say. Drop a song, not go on Twitter and say what the fuck.
To the pen. Thug got too much money to even be responding to some shit like this. Because me personally, if I was him, I'm not responding to none of this. I'm not calling about no rat. I'm not talking about the DA on Twitter. I'm not even responding to people calling me a rat. Because now I got too much money for that. That's how I was Thug and I did rat. I'm still not gonna respond because I like my freedom. And then it's like Thug done seen firsthand that they tried to take away his freedom over some tweets, yet he gonna get on here and do all this crime talk on Twitter and all this rat talk. This is
my thing is when you put stuff in a song, they really can't use your music. Even though they tried, they can't. They looking at your tweets, you're actually tweeting this. This is what you really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
terrible move. Then on top of that, what? All this rat allegations coming out, 21 Savage done following him. The fans is looking at him sideways. What's next for Thug? I don't really know, but this is a real bad look, and I'm gonna need this nigga to lock in before one of these tweets get him sent back. What are y'all thoughts though? Do y'all think Young Thug really snitched, or do you think people is taking this out of context and taking?
Me personally, I don't know though. I haven't heard the whole thing, but I just don't like he threw the guy's name in it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. Like, I honestly feel like it shouldn't be no 2 hours investigation. It should have been, I want my lawyer. Where's my lawyer? I want my attorney. I'm not talking to you. That's what it should have been. You know what I'm saying? And it should have just been that. Even when the leaks came out, I would have never said nothing. I would have put out a song. I would have never dissed Gunna. Like, why are you dissing Gunna? Why? Why do people do certain things? Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know if he's snitching or not. I haven't heard it. I just heard that he said the guy's name, he threw the guy's name out there. That's it. But I haven't heard him say, oh, this person did this. Like, he didn't say, what's his name, Roscoe? He didn't say Roscoe shot. But he did say there was rumors. See, you know what? That's all I gotta say, bro. Just, you get pulled over by the police, anything happens, I could have sworn we all learned that from our parents. Attorney. I want a lawyer. Call my parents. You know, stuff like that. But if you like this reaction, you're not to like, comment, subscribe, turn that post notification bell on so you know when I put a new video, and I'll see you in the next video.